Hello and welcome to the Football Comes First. This is our preview and predictions of week 25. Is it week 25?
Yeah.
Of the Premier League matches and the results. Okay. I'm Guy. That's Steve. It's Connell. Once more, we'll record our results and then we'll review it later on. Okay. First up, we've got Brighton versus Chelsea. This is this evening's kickoff. Let's start with you, Connell. What you got?
I think it'll be 2-1 to Chelsea.
2-1 to Chelsea.
Yeah, I'm going 3-1 Chelsea.
I think they've been a little inconsistent. In fact, actually, both teams have been a little inconsistent this year, this season. But I do think Chelsea have got enough to edge it. I think they've probably.
They want to stay in the top four as well, don't they?
It's at Stamford Bridge too. I think they're probably.
It's a Brighton.
Oh, is it Brighton? Is it?
Yeah.
Ooh, that changes things slightly. All right, I'm gonna go 1-1 draw.
I was thinking 1-1.
Last time I went with a draw with Brighton, they got trash by someone. I can't remember.
yeah.
It was in the last predictions.
Yeah.
I went with a Brighton draw and they lost bad.
Yeah. I don't know, but I think it's because it's at Brighton. I think I'm going to go with the 1-1 draw. All right. So the Saturday matches, we've got the early kick-off. Leicester versus Arsenal. All right. So I don't think any of us are going to be predicting a Leicester win, although we all did that last time and Leicester won. So, but it is Arsenal, and I just don't see Arsenal doing anything more than scoring quite a few goals here.
Yeah, 5-0.
You're going to go with 5-0?
Oh. I just hope that I'm very, very wrong.
I just think it'll be 3-0 to Arsenal.
3-0? I'll go.
Their top scorer's out as well, right? But just recently, another injury.
Havertz has gone out exactly for the season.
But he's not exactly hard, is he? He's not good, so.
It is only Leicester. I don't know.
He's one of the worst players on the ground.
Gonna stick with 5-0, I think.
He's still their top scorer.
Yeah, but that's not hard, is it? I mean, they don't have Saka, who else do they have?
Raheem Sterling.
Shouldn't have to, but.
All right.
What are you going with? 5-0?
He's going with
Yeah.
5-0. You're going with 3-0.
Well, you went with 5-1 last week, and I thought that was outrageous, but it paid off.
Yeah, but I could feel it.
Sure. I'm going to go with. It's hard not to predict Arsenal winning it. I'm going to go with 4-0. I'll go with the middle ground.
Right. What did you went with?
I went 3-0 to Arsenal.
Yeah, 3-0,
right.
4-0, 5-0. All right. Next game is this one of the 3 o'clock kickoffs. Is Aston Villa versus Ipswich. Well, difference being now is that Aston Villa aren't after a Champions League game.
They're not.
And I quite rightly predicted they would struggle after a Champions League, and they did.
Yeah. I think they'll be fine though this week.
Ipswich, I mean, they're not really on any decent form.
See, I think they're going to struggle a lot more than you guys think.
Against Ipswich,
I'm going 2-1 to Villa.
I think
I'm going 2-1 to Villa as well.
I think I'm going to go with a 3-0 Aston Villa win. I think the new signings had the time to train a little bit more with the team. I think they will have a bit more time to gel. I think Villa being at home as well. Yeah, I think that will probably sway in Villa's favour. Ipswich can't seem to get any kind of form together, so I'm thinking it's going to be 3-0. Next 3 o'clock kickoff is Fulham versus Forest.
Which should be a tough call, but you just don't know, do you? If Forest are away.
Forest are away. They do perform well on the road. But I think Fulham are hitting a bit of a bad patch, aren't they? They've not been. They've lost a couple of matches recently. They beat Man United, didn't they? Oh, actually,
That was ages ago.
That
No,
was
was that
24.
We're
We're only on week 25, so
Yeah.
it's not that long ago.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was in our predictions video. Sorry, doesn't watch the content.
No, I was in the comment. That's even
Yeah,
worse.
the fact you couldn't remember it. Alright, so I'm going to go with...
Hold on, let me have a go for them.
Do you know what? I'm going to go with the Desmond. I'm going to go with the 2-2.
I went 1-0 to Forest.
I'm going to go 1-1.
2 draws all. Okay. Next one, we'll go to Man City versus Newcastle. Oh, Man City versus Newcastle. This is
That's
this
actually a
is-
hard game.
That's a really hard game to predict.
It depends what City turn up. If it's good City, then 3-4-0.
The thing is like City are doing Spurs type things at the moment.
You just don't know if they're going to capitulate. Look, they just like they get into the
They-
lead
they-
and then all of a sudden,
They collapse.
yeah.
I'm not sure why Connell's just disappeared in the middle of the video.
Charging my phone.
Oh right, okay. Yeah, that's more important.
Well, no, I need to bloody write the Gert. What's it called?
Or you could just watch it back and
Yeah, but that's
so
It's at Man City though. Does
It's-
that make any difference?
it's at the Empty Hat. I don't know.
Newcastle got bounced back too.
I say that all the time, don't I? It's tough. It is tough.
I think I'll be 1-1.
I think it might be 2-1 to Newcastle.
Just to be contrasting, I'm going to go 2-1 Man City.
Yeah, because they're at home.
I don't think it's
See,
going to be high
I
scoring.
But to be honest with you, I thought Newcastle would just beat Fulham all day, every day. Do you know what I mean? And they didn't. They weren't even. It wasn't even a thing.
No, it was
absolutely.
It wasn't a good show from Newcastle.
That's what. That,
And they were at home, which was just the weird thing.
I was just like, and then I think that Man City have been actually getting better over the last few weeks, but they show you every now and again they're still capable of.
Yeah, I'm not sure how well
doing it.
how well Newcastle travel to Man City. I'm not sure whether or not they've got a very.
I'm not sure now whether I picked the right side, but I'm going to go with Newcastle anyways.
But I'm going to go with a 2-1 Man City.
Fair enough.
All right, the next 3:00 kickoff: Southampton versus Bournemouth. Ooh, I mean,
Southampton and Bournemouth.
yeah. I don't know.
That's Bournemouth win for me.
uh,
I think. I mean that they glitched, haven't they? They've lost to us, but they're back on winning ways since then. So I think Bournemouth will win, maybe 3-0.
I'll go 3-0.
one thing that Southampton has been doing recently is scoring. So you will go with 3-1.
They're at home. They might do.
Yeah. The next that's a lot. 3:00 kickoffs. West Ham versus Brentford. It's
Oh, it's West Ham, and they're so inconsistent.
West Ham.
New manager though.
New manager. All I will say was that Brentford
away, not as formidable as Brentford at home, obviously.
No, but I like Thomas Frank. I really like his management style. I think he's a clever fella. I think he's probably got enough to do one over on West Ham. I might eat my words there, but I think it's going to be 2-0 to Brentford.
I went 1-0 Brentford.
I'll go with a 1-1 draw.
Yeah, fair enough. The evening kickoff: Crystal Palace versus Everton. Everton got supremely lucky midweek.
Well, yeah, they got the ref on their side, didn't they? So they were right. They probably won't have that this week. They'll have to work harder.
I'm surprised the ref wasn't wearing a blue shirt under his black shirt. But there you go. Michael Oliver is an awful referee.
Yeah, Man United fans hate him as well.
He's genuinely awful.
Honestly, I don't know with this one because Everton will be feel buoyed because they've 3 wins, a draw. How's Crystal Palace doing?
Crystal Palace beat Man United, didn't they? They beat 2-0 last week.
Crystal Palace in 12th at the moment, 30 points. Everton are in 15th for 27. Crystal Palace -2 goal difference, Everton -5.
Everton don't do well in London, do they?
Yeah, they're away, so maybe they might not do so well. I don't know.
I will go with the 1-1 draw.
Same.
I'm going to go with Palace, with 2-1 to Palace.
Okay. No, I think that'll be the embarrassing one for us, where Everton win 4-0.
Yeah, probably.
We've got 2 Sunday games. We've got Liverpool versus Wolves. The 2:00 kickoff on Sunday. It was a. Do you know what? It's for all of the faults we can place the blame at with Michael Oliver and that, we just weren't good enough.
We weren't. I don't like our form. Our last 2 matches haven't been good. In fact.
Well, I've written off as most Liverpool fans done. We've written off that it was not.
The domestic cups aren't important.
Domestic cups aren't important to us. I mean, I know that sounds insane, but we don't.
It's just not. We got enough of them.
Yeah. But
we need to get back to winning ways, and I think it's like.
I think Wolves will probably be.
At least we looked better against Everton. At least it looked like we were starting to get there. It was starting to turn things on. It was starting to change. We were getting quicker. We weren't so lethargic and crap and boring like we were the previous match.
I think
no, but that was our kids, wasn't it?
Not really.
Not kids.
Oh
kids.
no,
there were some kids in there, but it was.
But there was still there was a strong enough forward line in that match for us to win that match. So
yeah, it was Diaz,
Chiesa,
Gakpo,
yeah. Do you know what I mean? And they brought Nunes on and stuff, and it really should have been Harvey Elliott played.
Yeah.
And it should have been a lot better.
I'm still gonna. My head says 1-0, but my heart says 4-0.
Which one are you going for?
I think we need to. I think we need to demonstrate that we are the team that we have been all season. I think it's going to be 4-0.
It's at home, and I want 2-0 minimum to Liverpool, obviously.
So 2-0.
Yeah,
I'm going to go with 4-0.
I really hope we just don't. I just hope we don't lose or draw.
Be a Salah hat trick.
Yeah.
We also got a goal and assist in the Everton game. He's still on fire, Mo. Last game of the weekend is a biggie. It's the evening kickoff on Sunday. It's Tottenham versus Man United.
Relegation battle.
It's a 6-point. No, it's a biggie because there's been so many famous scorelines over the years with this particular match.
I feel like Ange's got to save his job with this. He's just come out 2 cups. Do you know what I mean?
It's almost mental as to what's happened over the last sort of week or so with Ange. The fact that, I mean, not only did
they offered nothing in that game.
They were not. We went to the game and Tottenham were just abject. They were awful. They almost, before the kick of the ball, they almost knew they were going to lose. It was ridiculous. And Aston Villa scoring so quickly as well, to knock them out. I think
once they were ahead, it's hard. Do you know what I mean? It was hard. It could be hard for them to get back.
So
They didn't try. They didn't look like they tried.
do we think this Spurs are going to continue to show up and Man United are going to run away with it, or?
I think.
I think it could be 3-2 to Spurs.
I think it needs to be. Spurs need to win, otherwise Ange is gone. And if Man United win, I think they're going to sack Ange because it's what are they keeping him for if he doesn't beat Man United?
I think
Anybody who's half decent can beat Man United at the moment because they're not used to the formation.
I think.
And that's not a slight on them, even though I would like it to be a slight on them.
I think Ange will stick to Plan A, and I don't think it will work against Man United.
Do you think Amarin will outdo him?
Amarin will outdo him because he'll realise that Ange Postecoglou will not move from Plan A. So I think it will be.
In fairness, though, when we were, I know this probably is a lame point because obviously they didn't do nothing. When he came to Anfield and he switched it completely around, didn't he? With much a more defensive tight unit. He didn't. It wasn't just Plan A, the same as when we had the 6-3.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That was.
I think the difference being there is that he put in 3 midfielders that were not not necessarily CDMs, but they weren't necessarily cams. They weren't necessarily the ones that would rush forward.
Do the CDM role.
They just weren't. I mean, essentially it meant that their forwards had no service whatsoever because our midfield just absolutely flooded them out. There was never a point where
they didn't even have a shot on target.
Well, there was never a point where the ball got to their midfield and there wasn't 3 of our midfielders just pounding them down.
Yeah, I just wanted to highlight the fact that actually he's not been as rigid recently as the press always make him out. He's this like, I only know one way to play, blah blah blah.
Are you not entertained?
Yeah. So do you know what I mean? And they put great emphasis on it, but he has changed a little bit. And I just wonder whether.
Yeah, I'm not convinced. I think Man United will probably go out and win 3-1. Happy to be wrong though, because I like it when Man United lose.
I can't see it being a draw. I think one side's going to win, and I really never want to pick Man United to win.
No, I don't.
But you might be right. I think United might do it 3-1.
And what have you gone with?
That'll be the end of Ange.
I'll put 3-2 to Spurs.
I hope he's right.
I think that would be cool if that does happen. Because it means that Ange gets to keep his job and Spurs keep to go on being mediocre. All right. Okay. All right. Well, that's it. That's the end of the week. There's been a lot of football since the week 24. Any things that we want to really majorly address other than the fact that Man City lost their Champions League match?
Oh, it was actually a very good match now.
It's just the first leg, but they've got to go back to Spain now. So I think if the result being the other way round, they got the 3-2.
Yeah, if they got a goal advantage, it would have been a different story. I think maybe.
Yeah, but I think they're done. I think it's going to be hard for them now.
Yeah, the FA Cup it isn't really a big deal for Liverpool fans, but I mean there were some odd results in there, but Plymouth's prize for knocking us out is an away trip to Man City. So I mean I'm not really sad about that. So.
No, I'm not sad that it's not in our schedule.
Yeah,
which is great for us. So.
Yeah.
Forest struggled past Exeter, didn't they? Penalties it took.
They did, but I don't think Forest played a full strength squad.
They went with kids like
I think they played some strong minutes, not full strength. Okay. All right, okay. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.